Today I want to talk with you as a business owner of how to get the support you need in your business. We've all been through so many things and so many issues are coming at our clients, our business owner clients, again and again and again. And all of these things have caused issues that we didn't anticipate when we were looking at what do we need in our team members over the next 5 years. And so consequently, we are not prepared for dealing with some of those issues. And I want to suggest to you that you evaluate what those issues are, what your needs are going to be, and see whether they're a more permanent thing or whether they're part-time or whether to use outside help in order to get where you need to go. We have to be flexible in this time frame in order to succeed in our business and not take on too much additional expense, which is going to limit our growth. So one of the things is that we look at human resources, for instance. There are so many changes in human resources, from diversity to how we deal with our team members who have long COVID. So these are things we didn't anticipate, but we need to deal with extra training perhaps in this area. So if you have an internal HR department, they need to stay on top of how those changes are done. If not, consider hiring another firm that can help to deal with those issues and or train your team in order to deal with the issues so that you don't end up getting sued. Another area is risk assessments. How have we handled risk assessments in the past? Usually, somebody trips and falls and we know that there's an issue, right? And so now we have to be more proactive and we have to look at what those risks are going to be. So it could be, even for going back to the HR, it's a mental health issue. So many of our plants in the past have had employees who have been let go come back and harm other employees. So how do we foresee that? How do we evaluate what are the risks and try to take steps in order to make sure that the worst does not occur and negatively impact what the company is going to be able to do going forward? So those risk assessments are very important. Looking back at our strategic planning is also important, and then taking these risks as you've looked at the risk assessments and the changes that you're looking at bringing in to it with specialists, let's say, who can specialize in diversity training or culture training. Any of these things that are going to impact you or have in the past, we need to try to eliminate those things. So we have to incorporate those changes into our strategic planning so that we make sure it gets done correctly. Then there's overall legal issues that turn up as a result of these things. We just did not get to them fast enough and, get into our preventative care mode so that we could solve these issues. So again, you need to work with your general counsel, who has to be a lot more proactive than they were in the past, because these issues are coming at us fast and furious, and we need to know what to do now and how to deal with them now. If you don't have that general counsel, consider using an outsourced general counsel. We do that in our firm, and we're all over preventative planning. So these are just a couple of points for you to consider on how to get that support that you're going to need going forward. Don't be afraid of hiring the right fit people, even on a per job basis, as a part-time basis, as an outside company, whatever it is that you're going to need in order to make sure that you continue to grow the way your strategic plan has you growing. Thank you for listening.